Hey, everybody. Look on the screen. Look on the screen. One of the last videos I just did this morning, I forgot to mention, I want to give a shout out to JM who sent me that. And I believe JM is one of my day ones. Thank you, girls. Glad you're still here. JM, shout out to you. Well, look on the screen. Who do we have on here? Becky. And I saw this video and I'm going to play the audio. And I thought about it. Out of all the fighting that we do in the BC, and especially I see so many emotional men. Here's the thing: if you don't like somebody's channel, you don't have to listen to it. I listen to someone's channel, and maybe I don't necessarily agree with it. Okay, then I move on. So emotional. Heaven forbid in the BC you have a difference of opinion. We can't respect that. Oh no, it's gonna be on and popping. We're gonna all think the same. Well, newsflash. A lot of us thought the same and voted for Biden. And look what's happening in New York. And now it's like, hey, look what's happening with the immigrants. And then you follow the money and everybody getting the check, but you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did anyone see this coming? No, but you can kind of guess a few things. Then I have people who are like, "Oh, I can't believe this happened." Da, da, da. Yeah, I can believe it happened. So you can't just rely on voting to think your life is going to change. You've been voting for decades, and not much has. It's getting a little strange, and it's really getting very. It's going to get very hard for the BC. So my point in mentioning that is, time to start thinking strategy. Okay, time to start thinking how to do for yourself and how you can prepare yourself to the next level. If you're already there, good. Let's try to get you to stay there. Time to start thinking about that generational wealth. But we love to fight each other. Even if you're a black woman, you have another opinion, girl, you might get attacked. Oh, and then don't let them, some have a lot of followers. Oh my gosh, it's on and popping. So what I want to find out, let's go ahead and look at this video. And I want to see, for all the black men that have that juice for black women for whatever reason, maybe you're mad at your mother. Keep this in mind. If your father left and she raised you, the woman could have left too. Then what would that have? Where would you be? What if she left you like your father did? Hmm? If you had a mother that raised you as a single parent and she clothed and fed you, believe it or not, that's a responsibility. And she did sacrifice. Could have left you like your dad did. But you're angry. Your anger is one word away from danger. So look on the screen. Think about this here. Let's say, and I'm just going to have this comment here for the men in the black community. Let's just say, well, I just say in general, if it's a choice between doing business with Becky on the screen and a black woman, which one would we choose? I'm gonna go with her. She seems more polished. Oh, I like her. I like her smile, girl. I'm gonna go with her. I'm gonna go with her. No, I'm gonna go with Becky. I'm gonna go with Becky. Of course, these are decisions that we make every day. Because of self-hatred. And the truth of the matter is, a lot of times when you're a black business owner, the hater rate is real. We're afraid somebody gonna have something we don't want you to be successful. Because I ain't. We like poverty. We like to fight each other. So look at how many hours will be spent today on YouTube or the IG or Twitter, and we're fighting each other, killing each other in the streets, on the job, you name it, inside the home. So yeah. So let's go ahead and get to this here. I believe it's Judge Odinet from Louisiana. She's a judge. I'm not sure which court, but keep in mind, our people gravitate toward these people like never before, especially the men. I see that. And in business, we just got that JBW. It's all right. JBW, just be white. A lot of our people think that. And that's your option, but it's to your detriment. So here we have a smiling face. And these people, like her, a lot of them, they're masters at the game. What you see is not always what is. they know how to put that front up. So her home was burglarized, and she used some slurs, but I want you to listen to it. I said, wow, this sounds like one of those films they had back in the day, or like in a slave movie. No. So let's go ahead and get to this. Then I'm going to play the audio. I'll give you a heads up on the audio. She's using racial slurs, so in case you're offended by that, but I want you to just look at what she's being accused of doing, and I want you to hear it for yourself. And you tell me. So I want to see which one of y'all gonna hop on the bus to the man of resignation. Or we going, well, that's how they do. That don't surprise me. But you ready to box up on a black woman for the least little thing for a difference of opinion. Here we go. Check it out. Fair use. This what your Becky do for you.
Everyone, thanks for joining us. A Lafayette City Court judge, I should say, is being called to resign after a video admittedly taken in her home contained racial slurs.
Judge MIchelle Odinet said that she and her family were the victims of an armed burglary at their home this past Saturday. 59-year-old Ronald Handy was arrested and charged with 2 counts of simple burglary. Lafayette Police Sergeant Paul Mouton confirmed with News 10 Handy did not have a weapon when he was arrested. But the story developed yesterday when a video surfaced with the N-word being used by a man and woman amid laughter while surveillance video was being watched. Judge Odinet said at the time of the video she was on sedative and has no recollection of the recording or the language used in it. However, not everyone is convinced, and some leaders are asking for more from the judge. News 10's Neil Zarang is in studio and shares their reactions. Neil.
Thanks to Alfred. And everyone, if you have not seen this video yet on social media, it's not great listening, and it was very difficult for Lafayette City Marshal Reggie Thomas, who works to protect the judge every day.
When you go to court and you know somebody have said those type of words, you cannot be comfortable in court thinking that somebody is going to treat you correctly. So this is a problem. This is a major problem.
City Marshal Reggie Thomas is the first African-American elected in a citywide seat in Lafayette. When he heard about the video circulating online and thought he heard racial slurs from Judge Odinet's mouth, it hurt him.
A weak apology will not suffice.
When called about the video, Judge Odinet emailed us a statement. She said, the incident shook me to my core and my mental state was fragile. I was a wreck and am still unable to sleep. I was given a sedative at the time of the video. I have zero recollection of the video and the disturbing language used during it. Anyone who knows me and my husband knows this is contrary to the way we live our lives. I am deeply sorry and ask for your forgiveness and understanding as my family and I deal with this emotional aftermath of this armed burglary. As the report spread, so is the outcry. The Lafayette NAACP president asked for Judge Odinet's resignation, even that her decisions concerning people of color be rescinded. State Senator Gerald Boudreaux is requesting the Judiciary Commission of Louisiana investigate, as well as the Louisiana Black Caucus.
There's nothing funny about what my ancestors went through, who were called that word. There's nothing funny about it. Let's respect those who were beaten, who they took the fire hoses out. So that's what it brings up. That's the hatred that it brings up. And so, do people feel comfortable? No, they don't.
None of the people behind the voices heard on the video can be seen as the camera is pointing directly at a screen showing security footage of the break-in attempt. But after Judge Odinet's response to the burglary and recording, some just can't accept nothing being done about it.
True character is shown in the worst of times. We could talk about apologies. We could talk about resignations. But I think what we have to talk about is accountability. Don't make excuses for something you did.
So they want to, I guess, overturn or change some of the decisions that she made with regard to people of color. That's what they want to do for Becky. I'm going to go ahead and play the audio so you can hear it. And again, like I said before, when it comes to those individuals, especially in our community, they can win hands down. Like this girl on this screen, they can come to the busiest step of business and they'll be rich just like that. We happy they there. Oh, they always feel it in me. No, sweetie. Yeah, they maybe so. They understand business. You so used to, we wear our heart in our sleeves, and if we don't like you, we gonna let you know, or you're gonna get that stank attitude we got for you. These people, a lot of people operate differently. We don't all operate the same. So yeah, she looked polished on the screen. Really? And I'm sure if she got divorced today, didn't have a man, she could find a dust bucket somewhere with some money to pick her up. Even after hearing this video, he'll make excuses for her. Why? I've heard that before. So, this right here, I'm going to go ahead and play it fair use. It may be disturbing for some. If you are offended by the use of the N-word, maybe not listen to it. I'm going to go ahead and play the audio. Oh, yeah, you got to hear this. Not you got to. That's what I said. You got to hear this. Check it out. Fair use. Judge Odinet, Lafayette, Louisiana.
Why are your lights on? They're like, pull up.
And mom's yelling, nigger!
Henry, have a nigger. It's a nigger. Like a roach.
Look, I'm tall.
You hear that? She said, we have a N-word, like a roach. And as they're saying this, guys, they're watching it. They're watching him on the screen, on the security screen. I'm gonna start this over. So listen to what she says. They're actually watching him on the screen. Looks like he's outside. He's on the screen. And this is what they're saying. But she was on a sedative. Her ass sounds wide awake and very alert to me.
Why are your lights on? They're like, pull up.
And mom's yelling, nigger!
Henry, have a nigger. It's a nigger. Like a roach.
Look, I'm tall. That's me.
No, that's
I came from the backside.
He trips twice. He trips twice.
That's me. Kenny was standing. I'm the one that took him down. Kenny's just standing there.
He lied. That was his wallet.
Yeah. That's my phone where it fell out.
Look, Mom. The dude had a phone on him. You should have taken his phone and stolen from him, that fucking asshole.
Yeah, now I'm going to have a gun.
Why are your lights on? They're like, pull up.
And mom's yelling, nigger!
Henry, have a nigger. It's a nigger.
You didn't expect Becca to do that, did you? She's a judge. She was on the set. I don't recall. Well, honey, if you don't recall, the darn video can recall it for you, boo-boo. Now, I want to see how many dust buckets going to feel some type of way and want to go ahead and address the situation. You got heat for Cynthia G. You got heat for another YouTuber. Someone sent me something. Oh, my gosh. For what? Dillard? On the Fly Nubian Network channel? Yeah, the Fly Nubian Network channel. I was like, oh, my gosh. You got heat for the sisters. You got hate for black women. She's sitting on a bench, and this is what she think about you. Oh, and the would-be robber, supposed burglar, it is a black man, by the way. Just so you know, Dust Buckets, you might be a black woman. No, it's a black man. And she said, like a roach. And they tackled him. I guess the little men in her family, two of them, seemed to tackle him down to the ground. And they're watching the film. They're watching the film. So you got heat for Becky? Do you have any heat for her? I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying, kind of notice something. A whole lot of heat for black women on YouTube and all around. A whole lot of heat. You go out your way to make your little dusty feelings known. Make your dusty ass feelings known over there. But we already know. You respect the power of whiteness. It's all right. They can do whatever they want to do. It's all right. It's all right. JBW, just be white. A black woman can have a difference of opinion, and you ready to jump up. Oh, I'll do this to you. Talking about killing someone. Again, ladies, so y'all gonna learn. Want to go ahead and get your pocketbook, as your grandmama used to say, get my purse and get the marching. You're gonna learn real quick. You're gonna sit up and doing all this marching. They're not only threatening us, they killing us. But look at this right here. So how many gonna go ahead and fight and say, yes, we the men that she stepped down? You think she's gonna be impartial in her judgment on black people? This audio sounds like they're having fun to me. All the laughter. Her little voice. Oh, we have an N-word. It's an N-word. Like a roach. LOL. Really now? But you got smoke for black women's. Let's be realistic. You got smoke for black women because you really can't handle your life. You can't handle what's out there, that real men that's dominating you every day. That's what the issue is. And the black men that are able to handle themselves and be self-sufficient and provide for themselves and families, you too weak to even be one of them. They're not going to entertain your dusty ass because they already know. Those kind of men can peep weakness real quick. They don't have time for you. So that's all you can do is come after black women. You got a lot of fighting to do, black men, and black women is not one of your problems. You got a whole hell lot of problems. You got a whole system. You got some creating, some building to do. But we want to go ahead and threaten black women's. We want to get all ugly, talk crazy. Threats, really? It speaks volumes. So yeah, look on the screen. And she can come to the hood tomorrow, open up a business, and make big bang. All I gotta do is just show up and white and smile. Got the complexion for the protection. It's all right when it comes to Blackistan. Child, whatever. It's all right. JBW, just be white. And you think she's the only person in a position of power that thinks this way? Of course not. Dust buckets, some of the black men, you really can't get to, if you're a decent black man, you can't get to a dust bucket. But what we can do is build for ourselves and make sure we don't make sure that children are raised, be there for your children so they're not raised that are in the system where they got to stand before some fool, some clown like this gal right here. You think they see you as an equal, huh? You think? So yeah, Becky and her true feelings. Louisiana Judge MIchelle Odinet. I was on a sedative. Are you on a sedative? And you don't recall? Well, the video was there. So yeah. So for all the black men's, they had, like I said, it looks like they tackled him in the yard. It was a black man. She's a judge in a powerful position. You got time to deal with this, but you got time to be on YouTube all day fighting black women because of a difference of opinion or because they're calling you out on being on a failure. You don't have to say anything. Just go and build and make sure you're not the dust bucket that they're referring to. And sometimes people talk about things, it's to bring it to like, hey, here's what's going on, to get you to do better. But see, we can't see that. All we see is, you was telling my beat, making me look bad, fool. And they can shut down YouTube tomorrow. And the trajectory of the BC is already known based on the history. The future of the BC collectively is already known. Yeah, and it's not going to change. It's already known. So it's not like people on YouTube giving an opinion. Well, I never thought about that. Well, gee, Barbara. Well, gee, Keisha. I never, really? I thought all those guys were hardworking. They keep up with more news than we do collectively. So I'm going to stop the video here. Thanks for watching. Louisiana Judge MIchelle Odinet. She definitely needs to step down. But again, the point is, look how many they got time. The man, they want to dust up on the sisters and knuckle up, and I'm gonna threaten you and all of that. You only threaten black women because you can't handle life out there, and you're trying to validate your manhood. That's what it is. Your life is out of order, and you don't know how to fix it, and you don't know how to go. You don't have the intelligence to go to people that say, "Hey, I am really effed up here, and I really need some help. I'm really fluffed up. I need some help. Go get some counseling." Can't do that. Takes a man. What can I do? Let me emulate this guy. See what he's doing. Don't want to do that. Lazy, good for nothing dust bucket. But you got time to read the black women and attack them, making threats all day. It doesn't make you a man. It just shows your true hand. That you're sad. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share. I just had to show you this here. Disturbing, but again, informative. But got all the dust for the black women's. I'm out.